Bam. The late adopter. Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome to Bitcoin Daily Show every single day, 9 a.m. Central European Time on the dollar. Right here, on YouTube. We gotta do Bitcoin. We gotta see what's happening right now. Dumping like crazy. Or actually, yesterday it was dumping like crazy. Right now, it kind of stopped dumping. So we want to know, what's the next move, where it's going. Are we going back down because it went down to 40k, are we going down to 38, actually some kind of 39k. We're gonna show the levels up here. I'm going to the 90k. Are we going to CoinSkid 37.8k? Why are people lying in the chat when they say they have pressed the like button when they haven't pressed the like button? Those are the important stuff we are gonna talk about. And then there was one guy also in the chat said, I'm gonna read what he wrote. He said, where was it? Yeah, where was it? Man, come on. Good morning. This is, there was that. He said 99.99% of us will die one day, so none of this matters. Now, that's true. We all gonna die. Now, it does matter because, we are a future generation to think about. If you're only thinking about yourself, none of this matters. You can quit your job. You can go do whatever you wanna do, why are you even here? Why are you trying to make money? If you're gonna die, like, this is really, really bad thing to do, If you're gonna die, you only care about yourself, go have fun, man. Go have fun, do stuff, quit your job, live off the government paycheck, just do whatever, makes you happy then and there, and, that's a lot better way to live, but we do care about, future generation, the community and stuff, even though we die, rest of it is here. So, we gotta make sure that, everything is set down, nicely. That said, also the Butin says, hi But man, how you doing? He says 53, 42, 107, 80, 200. So next target right now should be 107, although you missed 42 by $2,000. I'm gonna forgive you. If you go to 107, I'm gonna forgive you, man. Anyways, guys, everybody, debuting Sheen, Nolan, Martin, hi guys, Edward is also in the chat, Batch every single day, Batch Guitar, Kingsley, and Marcin is here today, Richard as well, DK, and wow, there's a lot of green names today. Sasha is here as well. There we go. Everything good, guys, everything good. How you doing, man? How you doing? She Nolan is, putting out very nice information about the moons. Finally in December, the cold moon, the final of the year, a significant new beginnings and the end of the difficult times. Yeah, the moons also has the names, guys. The moons also has the names, so there might be some significance there as well. I am on the dollar. Fractal says 35, 37. I say 39. I mean, we can overshoot that, but we'll see that. Press like. I don't want to see him angry. Well, right now we are up to 97. We got 98 votes and 98 likes. So we can finish the thing. Bottom line, you changed my mind. When Moon is here, our plan is working, man. Hello everybody. Yo. I'm just gonna read chat just to see if I haven't missed anything. Can flip this 43 to support. Yeah, maybe the 43 is gonna crypto's gonna be a fun day, said. Has Golden Cross now. Yeah, Golden Cross is finished. The wife only buys the tops. Man, DJ Vistaldi, you gotta tell us when that happens, man. You gotta tell us when that happens. Anyways, guys, let's see what's happening down here. Yesterday we were talking about certain levels. We are talking about certain lines. We had one line here like this up here. We said like, we are right now in a very steep downtrend. So until we break this line, we haven't broken the trend. And right now we did break the first trend, so right now we are not going that fast, more go something like this. But breaking the trend line does not mean you're gonna stop dropping or it's gonna reverse. Breaking, if you have a trend line, when you go into trend line, it doesn't mean you're gonna go opposite direction. You can still go the same direction down. You can also go faster. It really doesn't matter how it's gonna go. The thing is, when you break the trend, it only means that you broke the trend line. You are gonna continue find a another trend, but what that kind of trend is, we don't know. Are we done now? We're gonna see if we are done. We're gonna see if we are done. Now there is some nice moving averages here that are at play right now. Let's see up here. You can see here, let's just remove the trend line. This is on the 1 hourly time frame, so it's easier to see because the daily time frame does look terrible, guys. The daily time frame looks terrible. I'm gonna show you. Down here was the support. I mean, that was the big support. That was the support. This was down here was the support. Like around 44K was the support, guys. Even down here, I mean, you got something, right? Everything of that got, you know, broken. Like, you know what, we dumped through the support like you know, a brick all the way down through the support, just dropped through that very hard. So that support is gone. That support is definitely gone right now. I mean, it's not definitely gone. It's not definitely gone. What we can actually do is, like, if we get some kind of bump up here above the support, that's not gone. The support's still holding. But you know, the markets are not done crashing. I don't think the markets are done crashing. They might be done crashing, but I don't think they're done crashing. So we're gonna see what's happening with the markets as well. And you know, I think that reason, you know, this looks a lot more scary than this dump here, because you have to understand, we just had you know, a big dump down here. This was 20% dump, 11% down here. Look at this. This I think this is a smaller dump. This is a 14% dump, only 8% dump here. So this dump down here is a lot smaller than this dump down here, up here. So this dump's a lot smaller than this dump, But people are still freaking out more about this dump than this dump. Why is that so? And I think it has something to do with the, you know, correlation with the markets, with, you know, stock markets, with, you know, with everything dumping, with everything going to shitters and stuff like that, right? So I think that's the case, because nobody actually was panicking here. Like, yeah, we dumped. Okay, no problem. We're just gonna go up. No problem. But here is like, oh shit, we're going down to 0. You know. For some reason, this looks more terrible than this. You know, even though that this dump was a lot bigger than this dump, this looks more terrible than this over here. Why is that so, guys? Why is that so? Well, that's so because we're going to 38K. That's so because you know, we broke certain levels of very important support down here. You know, on this dump down here, we just kind of went back to the moving averages, right? So it wasn't actually that fearful. But over here, we just broke everything. And you know, breaking everything, so breaking structure, breaking everything is kind of scary. So I think that's also a big effect on it. You know, not only saying that, you know, the markets didn't do us any favors, but you know, breaking the structure up here, you know, breaking certain important levels does kind of you know, make you want to go to the bathroom, you know. That said, right now let's go see the 4 hour what's happening right now. You can see on the 4 hour we're starting to make this curvature up here, right, try to, you know, bounce up here, back a bit. So we're gonna see what's happening. This is 4 hourly, this is 1 hour. Let's see on the 1 hour what's happening. And you can see on the 1 hourly there are certain levels up here, you know. Let's go back in time to get the levels and remove this one up here. Do you have levels? Yeah. So this is the 1 hourly. This is the 1 hourly. So you can see here, these are important levels here at 44,000, the 3 levels, and then you have 43.5 for something. Sorry, this 43 is the 43 is dump level. Yesterday we drew this dump level up here. I don't think we did it yesterday. Maybe didn't right now. I don't know. Doesn't matter. But you see here, once we start crossing that, we dumped pretty hard down there. Doesn't matter. That's so overgone. This 42 level is holding. Let's see where the 42 levels is. So right now this 42 level is holding. So we, you know, cranked this big time. You know, this done. We right now we got 42 level holding. You can see here, big bounce back to above the 42 level, so that's nice. So we want to try to hold this 42 level. After 42 level, you have this 38.149 level, so it's very important level, but it's also it can also be a little bit above that, all the way up to the 50 moving at 38.6. 38.6, and then this stop up here on the weekly as well. So between 39 and 38 level, you know, this area down here, that's important. That's important support area. So right now we got two support areas. We are hoping that we might get back above the 44,000, but you know, who knows. But right now the 42 is holding, and after that it's 38, 39,000 level. So that said, let's go back to the 1 hour time frame and see how this is actually playing out and what we can you know, get out of this right now. So what we have over here, guys, what we have over here is this 10 moving average, you know, pushing us down. And right now you can see here that every single time we got pushed down. Ever since up here, we are pushed down by 10 moving average. You cannot get above the 10 moving average, you know, 10 moving average, get down, 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 down. Only over here right now, guys, the tide is changing right now. For the first time since the dump up here at 48,000, for the first time we are breaking the 10 moving average. This is a first sign of relief. This is the first sign of some kind of, you know, move to the upside. This is the first sign that, you know, that's saying that maybe, just maybe, we're gonna be okay. You can look at the 30-minute chart also above the 20 moving average up here. So these are the first signs that something says that maybe we are going a little bit towards the upside. That said, on the 4 hourly, still 48 minutes left. You know, it pumped big here, but you know, this move wasn't that big. On the 4 hourly time frame, we are still going kind of sideways up here and waiting for these moving averages. You see, on the small time frames, you know, these moving averages are, you know, at the price, but on the bigger time frames, 4 hourly, we are not even close to the moving averages. On the daily, like, we are extended from the moving averages. Now, if you have watched the video, I'm gonna show you the video. There's a video on YouTube, the late adopter. There's a video on YouTube called, what is it called? It's called, there's a video on YouTube called, what's it called? Here it's called How to Catch a Falling Knife in Stocks or Crypto. If you watch this video, you will know about this indicator down here. It's called overextensions indicator, TLA overextensions indicator. Now this is very nice to find some kind of overbought, oversold levels. And if you go down here, you will see that right now we are little bit starting to be a little bit oversold, a little bit oversold. This is measuring the closing, but you can see here everything from the zero line. This is the zero line, right? Everything from the zero line. Let's make zero line red. Okay, everything from the red line, zero line. Everything below that. You can see some kind of normal trading is right now. Some kind of normal dumps are there, but these big wicks, right? They extend further. We are getting to some kind of extended levels, but we are nothing like, I'd say up here, something like that, up here. All the way there. Now, if you drop down to minus 80 or something like that, that's gonna be a big move. Those are gonna be the big moves. Right? But right now we are a little bit extended, but it's a normal extension. Now, what I'm gonna show you is that on this indicator, you can use actually the wicks instead of the closes. And if you use the wicks down here, technically it's not that big. It looks, but the wick actually went down there at the same level. Let's see here. Yeah, we are. I mean, in bear market, definitely these wicks. No, this is actually in bull market happening. These wicks down here, you know. But these wicks are not happening. This extension on the daily time frame doesn't happen that often, especially with the wicks. Now, this wick that we just had all the way down here. That's the wick. Right now it's not even close there, it's a lot higher up, but right now we are measuring the wicks, and as you can see on the wick down here, we are pretty extended down here. That's why it got bought all the way up, right? That's the previous wick, the same level as this wick down here, extensions from the 10 moving average. So these extensions, you know, on these wicks came on the same level like this time of up here, and you know, those might have been the time, you know, when to catch the falling knife, because you know these levels are pretty extended. Now, if you just measure the closes, let's just measure the closes. The closes also are at the same level down here. Closes are also at the same level, but right now we are extended, but we are not we are not having any kind of extreme extension like over here. But this was a 50% drop, guys. This is, you know, this up here is very volatile move towards the downside. This was like a dump of the dumps, but right now it is dumping up, you know, big time, but it's already at the can we push more? I mean, we can. I think we can push more. I think we can push more. Some kind of levels down here, right? Yeah, they seem we are extended, but you know, we can push more. We can definitely push more. On the 4 hourly, let's go and check the 4 hourly, how the 4 hourly is looking, and you can see the 4 hourly got extended as, you know, MF. The 4 hourly got extended big time, and you can see here these 4 hourly extensions do not happen that often, guys. Do not happen often. Look at this. You got some here, maybe one here. 2 of those are up there. One. You know, this 4 hourly does not happen that often. You gotta go way back down here to the Corona dump, and then down up here. You know, in the sideways movement, it wasn't happening. Sometimes it happens in these drops, right? And then, of course, during the bear market is the worst. Like, the volatility is pretty high, so you get these big dumps. But right now, we are at some kind of oversold levels, or we were on the 4 hourly, so oversold levels down here. We pulled a little bit back up again right now. So right now, trying to, you know, wait for the 4 hourly. Let's see how the wicks were looking at that time. Now the wicks are not important right now because, you know, down here was a big extension. You can see extreme extension right now. Even this one down here was extreme extension. We are a little bit extended to the downside, so there might be a good chance that we might hold the 42. That's what I'm going to try to get back to. We are, especially on the daily. On the daily, let's measure the close. The close is important. Measure the close. What I want to get back to is that we are a little bit extended on the downside, on the daily time frame. So this 42 level down here, 42 level might just hold, although we did this dump, and right now we might some kind of bounce off the 42 level, because we are already at some kind of extreme levels, you know, and that's what we are looking for on daily time frame, that we are on some kind of extreme levels. And once you are on extreme levels, you know, you're already kind of done. I mean, you can continue dumping. There's nothing that says that this cannot continue dumping. It maybe it's want to continue dumping, but this is the point at which we can start saying, hey man, maybe, just maybe, this level is gonna hold. And if this level does hold, you know, that's gonna be nice, because when you start going down, you know, and you are not overextended on the levels, that means that the probability to more dump is getting higher. But as further away you get away from the zero line up here, the bigger chance is that you're gonna get some kind of support at some kind of important levels, right? So even though if we can still dump down here, I'm not saying we cannot dump down here, but I'm saying that we might start looking at 42 as some kind of decent support. So let's go back up here to the chart and see what's happening. And this 42 support is right up here. And if you go to the 4 hourly and the 1 hourly, you can see here that we are getting that support. We went below that support. We went right below that support, and then right... I'm just clicking too much. You can see that we went right through that support down here. Right through the support, and then right back up again above the support. Even after we got back, we went back and retested the support, and right now we are bouncing above the 10 moving average that we didn't do, you know, since the dump started. So this might be the first indications of the 42 support holding. So number one, we are overextended on the downside on the daily time frame. Number two, we held the 42 support down here, and we retest the 42 support. So 42 support is definitely holding, I think. And number three, we are trying to climb the moving averages right now on the 10 moving average being the first. Now let's go and see the RSI. How is the RSI looking like? MACD, this is the 1 hourly, so I don't think we're gonna... what we are looking for right now is some kind of a divergence, and you can see here the price is going down, the RSI down here is going out towards the upside, so there is a divergence on the RSI on the 1 hourly time frame, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So we might just find the support over here. There are no pivot points down here. I mean, you can measure this, but there are no real pivot points. On the 4 hourly there is not much divergence. On the on the daily there is no divergence, but 1 hourly there is divergence. So let's go down to 30 minutes and see if we can find anything here. Between these two there is no divergence, between these two there is no divergence. Down here maybe it is, but it's not helpful right now. 15 minutes. Let's go to the 5-minute chart and see what we can see on the 5-minute chart. Not much. It's not very helpful, not very helpful. The only difference I think it's right now it's on this 1 hourly chart. And even this one, I'm a little bit unsure whether, we're gonna call divergence, because maybe it should be something like this up here. So we are not gonna call any kind of divergence right now on any kind of time frame. That's not of a big help. That's not a big help. But the only thing we got is that we are trying to climb the moving averages. We are at support. We are at some kind of extended levels on the daily. And we are climbing the moving average, so maybe that might actually help us get back up there. Now guys, let's talk about Dow Jones index, because Dow Jones dumped yesterday something like 2% or something like that, right? It dumped 1.8%, but it was down 2.8% for the day, and I don't think it's done yet. Let's see down here. It broke the support down here at what's the support here at around 39. Did it break the support? No, it actually held the support. It actually held it just on the dollar very nicely. So it actually managed to hold the support, but I don't think it's done yet. I think we are going to go all the way back to 200 moving average on the daily. That's down here. 200 moving average 33,000, or the weekly. Weekly is down here at 32.5. So that's the target for this dump. Now the best case scenario, it just pumps from over here towards the upside. That's the best case scenario, but whether it's gonna do that or not depends. Right now it does look kind of ugly. Now there was a little bit hopium that this candle will just continue going up here, and we're gonna get some kind of morning doji star pattern up here on the candles with a morning with a red candle doji and a pump. That would be a very nice reverse candle where we continue towards the upside. Unfortunately that did not happen. We are still dropping down. Evergrande, China's Evergrande company, it's still bleeding pretty big time, so there is still some fear in that. And the market's a little bit uncertain right now. So right now that we start dropping big time, people are asking themselves, hey man, what's happening? And then they start reading all about this Evergrande and stock market crashing and stuff, and then they start selling today as well and tomorrow, and then when everybody starts selling, then big fish start buying in. So maybe all the way down to the 50 moving average before we actually reverse this. This means that is there probability on Bitcoin to actually go down to the to some kind of is there probability on Bitcoin to go down to some kind of 38 levels down here? I think it is. Although it does seem that we might just hold it here, and that's hopium, but you still gotta get above a certain important moving average. This is on 1 hourly, it's actually 50 moving average, so I want to see it on 1 hourly all the way up above the 50, at least the 50, maybe even 100 moving average. On the 4 hourly is the 20 moving average up here. The 4 hourly, and you can see right now we are really extended from the 20 moving average, so I don't see this anytime soon being done. I mean, if it starts like something like this pumping up here, that's gonna be the best case scenario right now. But whether we're gonna see that or not, it kind of depends. Let's see the trend lines up here. Yesterday we drew a trend line that's got broken today. That's this one up here. The trend line got broken. But right now we're having the second trend, of course. Is there a way to draw this as a different kind of trend? It's pretty steep, but even that is getting broken. Down here. So all kind of trends are getting broken right now. I think we might get some kind of stoppage here. We're gonna see here. Let's see, 4 hourly. But this is the big trend, right? This is the big trend. So you gotta break this. So if you wanna go, back above these levels, you gotta get above the 44,000 up here, right? 44,000. That's where it's gonna start looking nice. It's gonna start looking nice. Did I miss anything, guys? Did I miss anything? Is there any cup and handle, head and shoulders, wedges, triangles, diamond patterns that I missed? Just one more drop. I don't think there is one more drop. That's why I'm saying that's you know, because this went on 40k, and right now I'm not seeing the one more drop. I'm not having that. Yeah, the one more drop, guys. For people that are not here, regulars, we got this thing where we say one more drop or one more pump. And usually that one more drop or one more pump never comes. Now we are not. I'm not having this feeling at one more drop down here or anything like that, because we had this big dump down here. So I'm not feeling it like, oh, just one more drop down here. I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that. Retrace and dump. Many long leverages were liquidated with the last dump to 40k, or 1.45 billion longs got liquidated today. 43k is resistance. I would say 44k is resistance, not 43k. 43k is all the way down here. I mean, it is some kind of resistance, but I think the big one is around 44k. Dump to 2k. Maybe Cardano is gonna dump to 2k, huh? Maybe Cardano is gonna dump to 2k, huh? What you think? Inverse head and shoulders, 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Let's see inverse head and shoulders. Maybe let's see. It's a bad one. It's a bad one, but it's some kind of hopium. I won't call this this shoulder, because if you put it down here, you don't have you have to measure it from up here, and it's not even hitting it. So you gotta do this. You gotta do this. But that's this is hopium, because it's not finished. You are nowhere near this last one. I think it's a bad one. And head and shoulders on the daily, that is breaking the neckline. Head and shoulders on the daily. Did I miss that? Head and shoulders on the daily. That's. Oh, I see that. I see it. I see it now. I see it now. Head and shoulders on the daily. So what he's saying is something like this up here. This is the head and shoulders pattern. Now this might be the thing, guys. This might be the thing. It's trying to break the neckline. Why is this might be a thing? Because fractals, and this already happened. I'm gonna show you the fractals, guys. Doesn't matter. So this left shoulder had right shoulder. This might be a thing. Now if this plays out, if this is correct, we might be looking at some kind of potential where is it, move down to some kind of 34,000 levels, if this plays out now, of course. That said, why might this be a thing? Because on a big time frames, we had almost the exact same kind of on the daily time frame up here, we had almost the exact same kind of a head and shoulder that did play out. How are we gonna put like this? Something like this. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You can see here we already had this head and shoulders pattern up here on the same fractal, right? Let's put there. You can see here at the same point as well, going up here, and then you get this head and shoulders pattern, going up here, and then you get this head and shoulders pattern. So both of times, you got this head and shoulders pattern, and then they drop to downside, right? So that said, you can see here that it did actually drop exactly on the dollar. Let's go up here. You see here, it dropped on the dollar all the way down to the levels. So if we do that, like we are looking at some kind of 34,000. If we do the exactly same thing, we are looking at some kind of 34,000 levels, some kind of 34. If you do that, daily 128 moving average bullish support becomes resistance courtesy of Coin Bureau. You gotta go back to the Coin Bureau and tell them, man, 128 moving average. What are we gonna do next? 512 moving average. 10,048 moving average, 2,096 moving average. What are we? Binaries? Who's using 128? That just hope you, man. Go back to Coin Bureau, tell them to watch my channel, man, to stop using 128. Don't miss technical charts with news. Why not? Sure. Could this be a huge inverse head and shoulders on daily? Inverse head and huge inverse head and shoulders. I mean, you have to point it to me because I don't know. Could Wyckoff pattern happen between? I don't know, man. Don't ask me about Wyckoff pattern. You know, I'm not following Wyckoff pattern. What a cycle feels bad, man, for the mice and the cats. I don't know why we should feel sorry for the mice and cats. They're doing nice, man. They're just sleeping around and, you know, eating. Max 10 leverage. Yeah. Symmetrical triangle on the 1 minute. Yeah. Symmetrical triangle on the 1 minute. Okay, let's go check that on the 1 minute chart. Symmetrical triangle on the 1 minute. I don't see it. I mean, up here, sure, maybe some kind of symmetrical triangle. So you're expecting more upside then? When Wyckoff? I don't know. You gotta ask the guy uncomplicated about the Wyckoff. Changes to weekly time frame. A bullish pennant. What says the moon indicator, right? A moon indicator doesn't say anything, guys. Guys, the moon indicator doesn't. We got the full moon, guys. We got a full moon. But we are not there yet. We are not there. Where's the full moon? We gotta go to 4 hourly. Yeah, there we go. Exactly on the dollar. You know, the new moon dumped us down on the dollar. You know, it pumps us up. You know, right up here. You see here, bam, right here on the dollar. Let's go to the 1 hourly. Look here, look here. On the dollar, we start pumping, guys. So if this actually holds, you know, it's gonna be really hard for everybody to, you know, disregard the new moon, the full moons. You know, it's gonna be really hard for everybody to say, like, if this starts continuing going up from over here, this is gonna be really hard because right now we are holding support. So right now it might be a good time, you know, to go long, you know, but if you start failing the 42,000 levels, you know, that's gonna be bad times. But right now we might, you know, right now it's time to go long, right? But if you do continue, you know, fall back below the 42 level here, it's bad times, bad times. That said, if this actually holds, this is gonna be the greatest thing ever because, you know, on the dollar, the full moon is actually pushing the price towards the upside. On the dollar, moon strong, hedge funds weak. What chartings when notice the moon? Yeah, look at this on the dollar. Let's go to the 30 minutes. 15 minutes, 5 minutes, yeah. Right here on the dump, I mean on the, yeah, 1 hour looks nice. 4 hour, yeah, perfect. Perfect. Looks very, very nice. You can see here, very top, hits the new moon, bam, right down. Full moon, bam, right up. Who doesn't believe in the moons now? Correlationist people are comparing when some fractals was around 64 first flash crash came and then it kept crashing. Don't know what you said there, man. Does it correspond to the apogee or not? No, it does not correspond to the apogee. Apogee and perigee. The only the moons that are corresponding to the apogee and perigee, those are called the supermoons. The supermoons are the ones we are waiting for. The supermoons and the micromoons are gonna come in the in December. So all of these moons until then. All of these moons until then are not. These are the moons that are apogee and perigee correlated, and they come between the 20th November, 20th December. Exactly on the 4th of December, we're gonna get a new moon with a perigee and the big total eclipse on the 4th of December. Something big is gonna happen right over here. So be sure of that, guys. Be sure of that. Something gonna happen really big here. But right now we are not corresponding. We are just having normal full moons and normal new moons right now all the way up to December. But on December, you know, something big is gonna happen, and then after that, you know, you gotta wait all the way to June for these kind of things to happen, and after that all the way into the January. So right now we are waiting for December supermoons and micromoons to actually, you know, some big happen. Right now it's just a normal full moon pushing the price up. Normal full moon pushing the price up. You see here, normal full moon pushing the price up. This must be a big crypto whale buying, selling according to the moon phases. Yeah, and I don't think just one whale. I think it's a whole state of whales. We did dip 10% into the autumn equinox last year, which is tomorrow this year. That's nice as you're doing research, but you know, I need to look at something because I have absolutely no clue what an equinox is or retrograde. This is what it looks like when the Fed decides to stop printing fiat. I don't know. I don't think we are quite there yet. Do you use Fibonacci's? No. I do believe in the moon's god now. I'm going to howl at night under the moon to push the other higher. Good job, man. Good job, man. Good job, man. Do that. That's the spirit. Bite. I don't understand why the moon phase affect this, lol. Because, you know, ever since the dawn, you've been saying before, it's a psychology. Reason Fibonacci don't work is they are just numbers, you know, they don't affect human psychology. Moons affect human psychology, keep that in mind. People, since the dawn of man, when there was no electricity, you have this little clan in the woods, you know, a little society in the woods without any kind of electricity, and some maybe little fires around, and then you look up at the sky and it's a perigee full moon on the sky. Do you know how big that is on the full moon? And what happens? People get happy. People, you know, it changes human psychology. You know, they get excited, motivated. They start fucking around. You know, creating babies. You know, creating plants. Get creative. You know, it's a big event. You know, so since the dawn of man, the moons have been affecting human psychology. I mean, how much has, you know, Fibonacci's been affecting human psychology? You know, so we believe more in the moons than Fibonacci's. Have you become the first channel that figure out the whale? Yeah, we are definitely the first channel. You know, I saw the Willy Woo, I saw everybody, I saw even Crown's Crypto Cave talking about the moons, but they are not talking about super correlation with the supermoons yet. And you know, we are the first channel, you know, but what am I gonna say? Like, we are not getting any respect. We are not getting any respect. People are totally going all, you know, past this. Like, we figured it out, but people, you know, it takes time before people understand what we figure out. It takes a little time before they understand. But when they understand, you know, that it's gonna be big. You said to me to go find out more about planets and stuff, so I'm on it. We're going to Mercury retrograde on 27th. Mercury was seen as a god of finance to the Romans. Show me the money. 27th. I'm gonna check that. I'm gonna check that now. Shinolan, good stuff. I'm gonna check what Mercury retrograde is on 27th and what's happening. And then we're gonna try to find some kind of correlation. Maybe we're gonna even have a live stream tonight and try to figure out the planets. You know. But guys, that said, the moon phase, we already figured out the moon phase. Is, you know, people are just looking like this on the moon phases, up, down, up, down. But we found the correlation. We found not that these moons, you know, don't matter. These are the moons that matter. See here? These are the moons that matter. These here, you know, dump, top, bottom, top up here. You see here, bottom down here. You know, top up here. So we found out which moons do matter. You know, it's not just moons, you know, it's correlation with upgains and perigees and stuff like that. And we know when the next time, you know, we're gonna get some kind of, either some kind of bottom or some kind of top, you know. We are hoping for the top, you know, but you know, it can be a bottom as well. But the thing is, right over here, it's, you know, it's gonna be big. It's gonna be very, very big, guys. So Koinski 200k is out of the window for you. No, it's not. I mean, we can still like bounce up here and go up to 200k up here until December. That can happen. These things happen really fast. Let me show you the. Let's see the start of the. Let's just see. Okay, let's see the full. We can at least go to 90k, and if this big fast wave comes up, maybe we can go to 128k. Maybe we can go to 128k. Depends. Until then, like, oh, and it goes even faster than that. Like, it just starts blasting up all through the sky. You know, who knows? But until December up here, like, we might actually, you know, finish on 27 December up here at 150. Like, that happens because this is a normal, you know, climb. You know, the climb can happen. The climb can definitely happen. Tiela is the king of the moon. Yeah, we got the moons, guys. We got the moons. We are the moon channel. Everybody else is just faking it. Until we break 38k, nothing is certain. Of course, nothing is certain until we win. 13 January, 19 February, Mercury retrograde this year, 70% up, just saying. You really like that Mercury retrograde, eh? Fibs show levels where the moon pumps and dumps, resist and support. No, Fibs is crap, man. Sounds like Scientology. It's not Scientology, it's astrology. And guys, you remember the quote. You remember the quote. Where is it? Millionaires don't use astrology, billionaires do. JP Morgan said that. Is that free indicator? The moon phase is free indicator, but you know, the technicals around the moon phase are not. So we are going where billionaires are going. So right now we got 250 billionaires in the chat, and I hope every single billionaire in the chat has hit the like button, you know, for good luck. For good luck. If you're in the chat and you don't hit the like button, you are not becoming a billionaire guy. You're not becoming a billionaire. Billionaires in the chat right now, you know, are getting creative because we figured out the secret to the billionaires, and this is the secret to the billionaires. Now, if you don't know, you know how we got this part up here, there is of course the video. You can go and watch the video. Where's the video? Up here. There are some, you know, the secret of the billionaires revealed. This video up here. So you can go and watch the video, and it's gonna explain to you how this chart is, you know, came about. How to determine when an airside divergence has played out? Because it's lag indicator, you know, you can see it on chart, like it pumps and then it's, you know, it's done. We don't know actually how much it has to pump, you know, when it's played out, but usually if it goes the opposite direction, and if you can draw the divergence on the chart and can say this is a divergence, it's probably finished, okay? So by the time you can draw the divergence and say this is actual divergence, the confirmed divergence, once it's confirmed, it's finished. That means it's a lag indicator. So we are not looking on the divergence to find, you know, when it's going to go up and it's going to go down. We are looking to divergence to find some kind of bigger pattern that is playing out, and when that bigger pattern is going to come to an end. That's what we are looking for. We are not actually looking for instant, you know, up to, down move. Yes, I'm Zimbabwean dollars billionaire. In fact, I'm Zimbabwean dollar multi-billionaire. So a trillionaire there. Maybe a trillionaire, sir. So we're gonna see how this works out. We're gonna see how this works out. Where's the other chart? Up here. So yeah, whether this head and shoulders pattern up here is gonna play out, this head and shoulders, you know, up here is gonna play out to 40,000 or not, you know, we don't know. Right now, these are the levels that we are looking at. We are looking at 44 got broken. Right now, 42 is holding, you know. But if you start breaking 44, I'm looking at some kind of 38 levels. So you can see here, even though we dumped all the way down to the, you know, bottom down here, the first dump got picked up here, right? So down here it's just the target. So this is just target. So it might just go like this and you know, go up here, right? That might be the move. That might be the move, right? So sure, we can drop down some kind of 34,000, get everybody scared, and then, you know, climb up for there, you know, hold this 38 and continue towards the upside. But right now it looks like this. Right now it looks like this this 42 level is holding. It's, you know, so now it's time, you know, take a risk towards the upside. But you know, as soon as he starts going back here below the 42,000, that's bad stuff. You don't want to follow that. You don't want to follow that. Downlikes are not just billionaires, they are sentinels. I don't know what that is. Retrograde is when a planet appears to go backwards in its orbit as viewed from the Earth. Astronomers refer to this as apparent retrograde motion because it is optical illusion. Oh, that's interesting. That's it. That explains something like that. So yeah, we're gonna check that. I bought the deep slow all week. XRP, that's going to be falling wedge. I think that's gonna be the falling wedge. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's gonna be a falling wedge. I think this is gonna be a falling wedge. I mean, it can be a falling wedge, but you know, it's unconfirmed falling wedge. You know, so right now it looks more like a head and shoulders pattern. But if you get support here and does, you know, it can do like something like this up here and then, you know, break out. So just up here. But right now we only got 2 touches on the upside. Unfortunately, we only got 2 touches on the upside. So whether this is, you know, falling wedge up here, it kind of depends. It kind of depends. I think it's too early to call it a falling wedge because we got nothing. We got nothing like. But we are sitting definitely on some kind of support. We are sitting at you know, neckline support. We are sitting at horizontal support. We are sitting at the 42 line support, right? So you know, definitely some support. You know what to say. You know, long the support, short resistance. In astrology, Mercury retrograde traditionally associated with the confusion, delay, and frustration. Thoughts on the bearish divergence on the volume and price on the monthly. Monthly, oh, that's interesting. Let's see that. I like when people are telling me stuff that I did not notice. So let's notice this. So he's saying there is a divergence on the volume on the monthly time frame. So ever since up here, the volume has been going down, but I think it's too early to call because it's. You can see these stops up here. So volume has been going up, right? Ever since down here, ever since the dump, and then pump to the upside, and even this dump down here, the volume is you know, always been going towards the upside. But this is monthly time frame. You gotta zoom a little bit out. But ever since up here, the volume is right now going towards downside. Not only that it's breaking this volume down here, going to the downside. But I won't call it anything right now. I won't call it anything. Because you don't have the clear move. You don't have the clear move. I think it's too early for the week for the monthly. Let's see on the weekly. You know, down here, well, you could say that, but ever since up here, the volume is going down, and on this move up here, it was going down. So we are expecting some kind of exhaustion here and then dump. But on the weekly right now, we are still holding the, guys, we are still holding the 20 moving average. We bounced actually on the 20 moving average down here, and the 50 is 38.5. 38.5. So this level down here might be a lot more important down 38.5 level. Yeah, give or take, give or take. The 50-minute candle of BTC though, late adopter, holy cow. 50-minute candle, which one is 50-minute candle? This 50-minute candle. What 50-minute candle? Previous video just pumped up a little bit right now. Yeah, we are in green, we are in green. But let's not get over ourselves. We are trying, you know, this is a nice pump above the support. This is a nice test on the support, and right now we are, because we got the support test, and right now we're trying to climb the moving averages right now 50. This is 1 hourly time frame, so 1 hourly time frame above the 50, at least above the 50, preferably about 100 moving average. 50 you gotta get above the 50 on the 1 hourly. On the 4 hourly you gotta get above the 20, and the 20 is all the way up here, guys. Unfortunately, it's all the way up here, but you know, we are looking to get this you know, start moving slowly to maybe to some kind of upside up here, and then maybe climb. So it's too early to call, you know, but you know what I say, you know, a risk has to be taken to get any kind of money. Someone's gonna be happy if they heard BTC going to zero, lol. I'm gonna feel real good if you finish the day with green hammer on the daily. Yeah, if you finish with the green hammer, that might be, this might be some kind of you know, a very good sign. If you finish with a big wick down and some kind of a, you know, hammer up here, even this doji might be nice if you start pumping tomorrow. You know what I'm interested in? YouTube. Mercury retrograde through telescope.
You may have heard that means stations. It's closest to the sun move faster and the outer planets move slower, but they all go in the same direction.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna watch later. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't want to kill the stream. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna kill it anyways. Guys, thanks for stopping by. 9 a.m. Central European time on the door every single day. I gotta go to the bathroom. That's why I'm finishing this. You know, if something big happens, there might be an emergency stream, so keep the notifications on. You know, hit the like button on the ways out. You know, subscribe to the channel if you're not. Okay, so we might do an emergency stream if something big happens. Tonight we might do even the Ramalunin. He's here. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama. How you doing, man? You still liking the moons, man? You still liking the moons? So we're gonna see that. But right now we are looking nice. We are looking stable, at least stable until the markets open. Once the markets open, let's see how index are doing right now. Yeah, everything is right now in green actually. At least on in Norway we are right now in green, getting some kind of pump towards the upside. Let's see on the daily. Yeah, we're getting a little bit pullback to the upside. So I think maybe you know, markets might be green today. Bitcoin might get some kind of you know, a relief rally to the upside. That would be nice. And we are technically in a very good position right now, because like we just said, this was the big support. We held that support, we retest that support right now, climbing the moving averages. So we're gonna see how this actually looks. These three little small candles goes down, but this is 1 hourly, so you know how important is 1 hourly volume. You know, daily, weekly, monthly, weekly volume down here. Technically it's going down for 3 weeks in a row, 1, 2, 3, but you know, this only started, so it is going down with this, which might mean that we might actually continue going towards upside. We're gonna see that. Anyways, guys, full moon. Yeah, full moon just came. Watch level documented, learn about truth, not the CGI rubbish. CGI is good, man. Why are you hating on CGI? Lol, watch level, not that rubbish. What's level? What's level? What's level? I don't know what level is, man. What do you mean watch level? What do you mean by watch level? Level documentary. Like, what's level? Level documentary. Explain the astrology, explain why. There is no level. What's level? Level documentary. I don't get it. I don't get it. Where is stop button? No, that's the duck. Ah, here it is. The stop button. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by. I don't think this. I think it's okay today. I think we might be just okay today, because I see, you know, stock market getting a little bit, you know, pumped to the upside. You know, yesterday was a scary day. You know, today, you know, we are looking to you know, recuperate a little bit of that losses yesterday. So you know, the Bitcoin might have a nice day today. Join the movie. Hit the like button. Okay, that's it, guys. That's it. We done. Where's the stop button? There is the stop button. See you tomorrow, guys. 9 a.m. Central European. Hit the like